Hey everybody, it's Alison Heikkila. Happy 2024. Can you believe it's here already? I can't, especially because technically it's October 28th in my world. So the new year is still a ways off, but I did just receive the January release stencils from A Colorful Life Designs in the mail, and I wanted to show it to you. Now, I will be honest, my package is already open because I had also received the December stencils that I was planning on working with in this parcel. So if you did not get to see that video, be sure to go back and check that out. You can see all of the fun stencils that I got in December, and then you can see the projects that I made with them over on my blog. And this here now has the January stencils. I also have the mid-month inspiration, but that's off to the side. That's a special stencil that will be released on January 15th at a special low price. So make sure that you get in on that, but I won't be showing that to you today because it's a secret still. So last month I showed that I got this fabulous card bling, and hopefully by this point I've used it all up in some of my cards. And now we're going to get to the release. Some really great stuff in here, you guys. I think you're going to like it a lot. All right, this first one is fantastic. It's delicate, but gorgeous and easy to work with because it's rigid. The pieces are not going to move on you really easily, so really don't think that you're going to need like pixie spray or anything with this. This is called Fancy Doily. I love this. You know what I think my favorite thing about this is? I love attention to detail, but I love that this has a bit of a point. Do you see that? You see how it's not rounded like everything else? It's got a bit of a point. And I think that that added just something really makes this look so unique and cool. You don't have to ink the whole thing. You can do just parts of it if you want to. You can have it coming off of your page or your card. But it's a really beautiful stencil, and I can't wait to start working with it. Next up, I have mid-century rainbows. Anytime Mary Kay from A Colorful Life Designs comes out with anything that's called mid-century, I have to have it. I just love that style. You might be able to hear my cat Tomato. He's meowing very loudly again. I apologize if it's distracting to you. This is going to be a lot of fun to work with. So you can isolate different areas if you want to. You can use the whole thing all at once. You can double stencil, so if you have a small pattern that you want to use, you could pop it into these circles or something. Lots of different options here. I think it's going to be fun to work with. So that's mid-century rainbows. Okay, now we have big feathers. How cool is that? You can easily add detail lines in here if you want to and make them look more realistic, or you can just leave them be. My plan is to use big feathers along with a bunch of birds because, you know, they work so well together. Again, if you want to isolate a singular bird, you can. I think that they're going to work really well together. I look forward to using these on my gel press plate. I think that's going to be really fun. But yeah, look at these birds. Look at the detail. You see how they're not perfectly smooth? You've got these little bumps for the feathers kind of floofing out. They're so cool. And don't forget, like, you can flip these over. If you want this guy facing this way, just flip over your stencil. Really easy to do that. But these are going to work really great together. So again, this is big feathers and a bunch of birds. These are sold separately, but look at how great they look when they're together. Next up, we have a layering stencil set. I'm going to pull this out of the package. The only time you'll have stencils in a package like this is when they are layered stencils. So just know that there's really not a whole lot of excess packaging being utilized, which is great. So I think that you can kind of see what's happening here. You've got all of these great flowers and foliage. I'm going to pull apart the stencil one by one, but you can see when they're all layered together what's happening. See all of these flowers back here. So this is Mixed Flowers 1. And what's nice is if you don't want these all, like, let's say pink, you know, they're separated enough where you can kind of do very minimal masking. Like if you want this style flower to be pink and this style flower to be yellow, you really only need to kind of mask that area off here, perhaps, right? Maybe this guy too, but just a little bit of low-tack tape will do the job and you can move on to your next color. So that's Layered Mixed Flowers 1, Layered Mixed Flowers 2, so that's filling in some of the gaps. And then we have Layered Mixed Flowers 3, which honestly is beautiful on its own. You know, I really like this area right here. It's so pretty. It's a great stencil. And then we have Layered Mixed Flowers 4. So this is going to just do the centers of the flowers. But, you know, if you're like me and you like having simple mark making on your art journals, ATCs, cards, scrapbook pages, whatever, you can just, you know, ink these areas up and you just have very simple, perfect little marks. So there you go. That's Layered Mixed Flowers. Great set. I look forward to playing with that in a whole variety of colors. Okay, then we have Scrawled Pen. This is another great mark making stencil. It's cool, it's simple, it's clean, but it's effective. You know, maybe you're doing an art journal and you really want to underline something that you're saying. So, you know, using these lines right here under whatever you wrote will give it some impact, right? Maybe you, I don't know, just want to add a little bit of something to finish off a card, but you don't really know what it is and you don't want it to be an object like a heart or a star. Just some simple, clean lines that look hand-drawn is just the thing. So this is Scrawled Pen, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be using this very, very, very often. Last, I have Blowing Wishes, and this is another set. I really am excited about this one. This is so clever. Okay. There's 3 parts to this. Stuck on the plastic. So first of all, we have, 4 parts, excuse me. We have Blowing Wishes 1, and it is a hand that's like this. And you get the mask with that. So this goes right in here, right? It's a perfect fit because it came from there. So this is Blowing Wishes 1, and then it goes with the Blowing Wishes 3 and Blowing Wishes 2. So you've got hearts and stars, and the hand can go underneath. You can mask around it if you want to. You can use just parts of it. You don't have to use them together. You can if you want to. How do they layer? Do they layer well? Let's see. They overlap. They overlap, but you can do a shift and really make it work, right? You play with it a little bit. This one here can be shifted down a little bit more, but for the most part, I got them all. See, look at how nice that looks, right? And then you add the hand. Isn't that fun? What a great little stencil set. So this is Blowing Wishes, and it comes with that great hand mask. So if you want to add color around it, you can totally do that. All right, guys. So that is what I have for the January release. I hope that you all have a wonderful, happy, and healthy 2024. I hope that this is a wonderful year. I know the past few years have been difficult for many of us, and I hope that this one is nothing but wonderful. So be well, stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Peace out. Hey everybody, I thought we were done, but we aren't, because I wound up getting another parcel a couple of days later with 2 more stencils in them. So let me show you what they are. This is also from the January release. Okay, first we have Jagged Love. This is a little tricky to see on this. And my blue paper. This is Jagged Love. I think it's super cool. It's going to be a lot of fun to play with. I'm not really a big heart person, but I like this one because it's funky and kind of kooky. So this is my style heart, for sure. And then we also have, what's this baby called? We have BoHo Wheel. You turn it this way so you can see the whole thing. Look at how cool that is. I like the idea of perhaps just using this central piece here and maybe this second layer, or you know, just using a small portion of it. This is going to look great in rainbow colors. This is going to look great in really any colors you want to use. You can take your time and color each individual section, or you could just ink blend over the whole thing, maybe pull out some Lindy's Magicals. That would be fun too. So those are the other 2 stencils that I got, and I just wanted to make sure I shared them all with you. All right, everybody, be well, stay safe. Peace out.